Foundation at theconversation@catholicfoundation.com.
Hello, I'm Joshua Stayfish, a member of Mater Dei Parish in Irving and a new sponsor here at KATH 910 AM. I'm the co-owner of Absolute Painting. We serve customers throughout the DFW Metroplex, help them with home improvement projects, both interior and exterior, along with painting, drywall, foundation repairs, and other projects, large and small. I welcome your opportunity to prepare an estimate for your next project. You can find us at absoluteptg.com or by phone and text at 972-375-5100.
All are invited to join in helping to make reparation for sins against the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary and advancement of the culture of life through Eucharistic adoration every first Friday at Mater Dei Parish in Irving. The next all-night adoration takes place from Friday, June 3rd at 7 p.m. through Saturday, June 4th until 8 a.m. The event begins with the sacred devotion on Friday, June 3rd, followed by Mass, exposition, and all-night adoration, confessions, and benediction.
Little Angels Catholic Store is a sponsor of KATH 910 AM. They're located in Capel on Sandy Lake Road, just west of St. Anne Catholic Parish. During this glorious season of Easter, they have books and other items for your loved ones and friends, including gifts for special sacraments like First Holy Communion, Confirmation, Holy Matrimony, and for those coming into the Catholic Church through RCIA. You can learn more by visiting littleangelscatholicstore.com or by calling 972-304-5200.
Have you ever thought about working in a ministry focused on populating heaven? The Guadalupe Radio Network has an opening for a Director of Development. This is a wonderful opportunity to join an apostolate dedicated to spreading the knowledge, love, and practice of the Catholic faith by means of radio. If you are an active, faithful Catholic and would like to explore a career with the GRN, visit the careers page at GRNonline.com or send your resume and a cover letter stating why you would like to work for the GRN to careers@GRNonline.com. The Guadalupe Radio Network offers a competitive salary and a full benefits package.
Sherry Van Branken, a longtime area Catholic, invites you to visit her website, CatholicPaperGoods.com, where you are able to download Catholic greeting cards, coloring pages, educational activities for your family or homeschool, art prints, and more. You can also find items such as ordination cards, sacrament invitations, and many items featuring saints of the Catholic Church. They're all able to be downloaded and printed from your home or other printing service. The website is CatholicPaperGoods.com for Catholic items for your own domestic church. CatholicPaperGoods.com.
Discover the healing power of God. Dawn of Mercy, a ministry that serves women and men who have been harmed by sexual violence, tending to both their emotional and spiritual needs, is hosting its next retreat for women on Friday, June 3rd through Sunday, June 5th. Come renew your dignity, share your story of trauma in a safe environment, and embrace the truth about your self-worth, dignity, and goodness. Visit dawnofmercy.org to register. All inquiries are kept strictly confidential.
Are you a small company needing IT help? Is your computer running slow? Do you need help securing your network? Do you want the peace of mind knowing your computers are running optimally and securely? I'm Charles Gura, a parishioner at St. Catherine of Siena Parish in Carrollton, and a sponsor of KATH 910 AM. We can be reached at 214-702-6996 or online at pro-multis.com, pro-mul-tis.com. We use our talents to help with your technology, so you can use your talents to run your business.
St. Francis of
Welcome to Back to the Father, a show about the journey of life focused on our final end, which is God Himself, our loving Father. And now, here's your host, Dave Palmer.
And welcome to another edition of Back to the Father here on the Guadalupe Radio Network social media sites. We're glad you are with us, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter. We have an interesting topic and the reunion of all of the members of our hosting team here as Jonathan von Weber-Hansberg has returned to the studio. How you doing, Jonathan? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. It's good to be back.
When you're the prodigal son and you leave and come back, you get first mention. Okay,
Oh, thank
so
you.
you have now
It's an
passed.
That's all I had to do was to leave and come back. Man,
Yeah.
I'll take a day.
No, you're like the prodigal son's brother. You're always here. You're always faithful. Okay?
Yes. Just don't get the appreciation, and like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
gonna, you slaughter the fattened calf for Jonathan when he comes
Am I getting
back.
promoted? Is that what's happening?
Well, you would have been
He just wants
laughed.
he wants my office.
What was it about? Like 30 minutes into the show last week before we mentioned Jonathan was gone, was
Oh,
not
yeah.
here. We forgot,
Oh, wow.
we forgot to mention that you weren't
Just
part-
forgot me.
Yeah, we're
sad.
like, oh yeah, Jonathan's
Well,
not
we didn't explain why Jonathan's gone.
Yeah, it was in our mind, but we just didn't mention
You
it.
were in
so-
our hearts, just not.
Yeah.
in
yeah,
our
so, anyways,
show.
that's Sissel. She likes to wear hats. Jonathan sometimes wears armor, but
Sometimes.
hasn't
Depends on the
done that in
day.
a while.
I feel like it,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's a little distracting, but and then of course Diane Xavier behind the glass. She takes phone calls if you want to call in. 877-757-9424. 877-757-9424. And if you're a fan of the GRN, we have, as I said that number, I was reminded of that spot that we just cut about the phone number for the Share-a-thon. So we got the Share-a-thon coming up in 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
3 weeks
When you
from
said that,
today.
I had to think for a moment. It's the
1-800!
first full week of June.
Okay. All right. First full week of June.
That might be wrong.
All right. So,
You can see the uncertainty in your eyes.
so what's all this Back to the Father all about? This is a program where we laser focus on St. Thomas Aquinas and his teachings in the Summa Theologia, and we find some particular topic about it. And really, we could do this show until we're all old and aged, and we'd never run out of topics because the Summa is so big and has so many things. So I think we got a winner of a topic today. We're talking about the names of God. Okay, what is the most proper name for God? Don't say it out loud if you know, but do you know what the most proper name for
most
God
proper
is?
name for God?
Like what does Aquinas say is the top name for God? Okay, and don't say it if you know it because I want to kind of leave it hanging
hanging
a
in the
little
air.
bit. Yeah, but do you know what it is? I hope you don't, because then you get to
I
learn
was going to
something.
say, I'm pretty sure that's why I attend this class. So I can learn these things.
You kind of have to,
I
don't
got
you?
it.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's-
I have ideas, but I don't know if I have the right one
okay.
necessarily.
Diane, any idea on your part? What Thomas says is the most appropriate, proper name for God? And
Father?
okay. Well, we're gonna find out. Okay. So, and if you're out there watching, please participate.
Yeah, let
we
us know
always
what you
love to
think.
hear from you. Sissel is keeping an eye on everybody's comments, and as soon as you comment, she will share it with everybody. So, all right. So, and I'll tell you what. Speaking of names, we'll get to that. The most proper name for God, and he explains why it is. And once you learn it, you'll say, "Well, of course, yeah, that makes a lot of sense." But I have an interesting story, like kind of something funny, inside joke kind of thing for each of your names.
Oh.
Okay, so
Oh no, that's like the most.
you ever think about like the names, how interesting it is? Like I've gone my whole life as either David Palmer or Dave Palmer, and it's like our identity, right? I mean, I know names are interesting.
They are.
It's like if somebody said, "Hey, Fred," I'd be like, "Whoa, that's not my name. That's not who I am. I'm Dave."
It's true.
It's an identity. So, can you guys think of the funny thing? Well, actually, for each of our names. Okay, so yours is obvious.
Mine
What
is
do we
obvious.
always laugh about with your name?
Then no one can say it or spell it?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one can say it or spell it. Yeah.
So if Sissel was Jane, we wouldn't have that problem.
That's
no.
true.
I probably would have something else.
Yeah, but there would be
yeah,
something kind
else.
of funny about the name. Or
We've learned that to help people pronounce it, or I learned after 20 years of existing that telling people it rhymes with whistle is very helpful.
Is this a whistle?
Just a whistle.
Yeah, 20 years of existing.
Well, back when I think it was after I worked here, and every day I was having to introduce myself to people,
Yeah.
Oh.
and they were just like, huh?
and I like clever names. I think I like the name Sissel. It's really cool. But I think we're finished having kids, so I'll never name a kid Sissel. But But
Wow.
we named one kid Ina. That's kind of a
I think it's a pretty
clever
name.
name.
All your
Ina,
kids' names are pretty. Yeah, nice.
Mara, and then Patrick, kind of common. But okay, so what's the joke about your name? Dan?
Oh, that I'm the Prince of Austria. Of course.
right.
Third
So,
in line to be the prince.
Everyone knows that.
Even when I get this email from your mom saying, our son would like to come up here and intern, and what's your mom's first name again?
Angela.
Angela von Weber Hansberg, and I'm like, whoa, wow, we got the
Like, signed, sealed, delivered, let's
the
go.
von Weber Hansbergs are joining us, and so you came up here that first time with her, and then Diane, do you know the cool thing, the story behind your name?
I know this one.
Divine.
No. The story, like the funny or interesting thing that you know this one.
Is it about Xavier part or no?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Diane Xavier, because you were originally the Catholic radio group. The group that was trying to get started here in DFW was what was it called? Radio Xavier.
It was called the St. Francis Xavier Society,
Yes.
but our show was called Radio Xavier
Xavier.
Live. You notice everything that I do is like something live.
I was gonna say, was that you that we have live for everything?
Back to the Father Live. no, yeah. It
I didn't know that came from you.
Yeah,
actually,
well, it was GRN Live. It was
DFW Live is
DFW
still
Live.
existing. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Dave Palmer alive?
Dave Palmer alive.
That would be
He's
great.
alive
You should
until-
really change it up and be like Dave Palmer dead.
Yeah,
It's like-
boy, that
that
would
would
the
grab all
Father
people's
dead.
attention.
I guess so Buddy said good afternoon.
Yes,
Buddy,
he did.
Buddy.
his vote is Yahweh, and which was my vote, one of the ones I was
Okay.
considering the most. So we'll see.
So he thinks that's the best
Yahweh.
name for God.
Yes.
All
Should,
right.
should I hold on to mine or should I just say it?
Yeah, go ahead and
We've
say
all
it.
spilled our
Why
beans,
not?
so
I know.
join us.
Diane broke the rule. She
Yeah.
said father, so,
So I thought it would be I am because that's how he referred to himself.
Oh,
I
okay.
think,
There's a lot of good ones here.
yeah. So Sissel seems to is converting to yours, but
I mean, that's how he introduced himself.
I don't know. Buddy and I think,
Yeah.
are gonna stick. No, I'm just kidding.
Jonathan makes a lot of sense.
He does. He could
Okay,
argue that
is,
one.
Is Buddy going to stay with Yahweh?
We'll
No.
He hasn't written yet, but
Okay,
I'll let
all right,
you
we'll
know if he
find out.
does.
All right, so let's see. Let's get to the.
Oh, you didn't say about your name.
Oh, yeah.
Jace.
Oh, you didn't say that,
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. Do you know the story about Jace?
Jace?
Jace Palmer.
Okay.
Jace what?
Jace is an inside joke, which it's going to be less inside now that I say it publicly.
With all of our 12 people listening.
When the garage the parking lot collapsed a
Yeah.
few years ago here, I was interviewed by the local news guy. And it came on screen, and the little Chiron name underneath me said Jace Palmer.
Jace Palmer.
And so it became an inside joke.
Works
that's
next door.
Kind of lived on. Yeah, he works next door.
That's what they described him as.
Jace Palmer
works next door. Which is funny for a couple of reasons, because A, that's a very descriptive graphic,
Yeah.
and two, he doesn't work next door. He worked in the building.
I know, next door to what? He said, I work next door somewhere, okay? So now Jeff Scheffelbein works next door.
He does work next door. He should have been works next door.
Yeah, maybe they were
Maybe they
thinking of
confused you
Jeff.
guys. Yeah, they're like, oh, Jeff, Dave, Jace.
Yeah, Jace.
Wait, Dave.
What?
Jeff and Dave.
Yeah,
Jace. It begins with a J, and your name begins with a D. Like they combined your names almost and threw a C in there for no reason. Sorry.
That's not worthy of being that excited about. All right, so let's get right to it, and let's talk about the names of God. And I thought your reaction. I thought this was. I thought you were going to say that, like, gosh, I can't believe it. Like somebody was watching or something. We just went up to 100 viewers, but. All right, so here's a picture of our hero, St. Thomas Aquinas, 13th century scholastic philosopher and theologian, the doctor of the church, the doctor of the doctors, the angelic doctor. And before we get into the names of God, let's talk about images, okay? Because God is very mysterious. Mm-hmm. And you guys promised you didn't.
We did not look ahead.
You did not look ahead.
I mean,
so when
I may
you
have seen some things by accident.
I went on Canva, it said that graphics company or whatever, and I just put in the word God. All right, and so images for God came up, and it's kind of impossible to have a picture of God because God is pure spirit, right? Mm-hmm. So I picked a few of them of the pictures of God that from Canva.
Canva came up with. I can't wait to see this.
So here's the first one.
I can't wait.
So go ahead and advance your
Ooh, look at that.
slide there. Okay, so that's one of the ones, and that's kind of
I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
yeah. It's
I
kind
can
of
actually not see. Oh, there it is. Hi,
Space.
galaxy.
kind of
Space.
spacey and
Okay,
you know,
all right.
they
I've
think-
seen this used before.
because space is
The final frontier.
seemingly infinite. You know, like when does it end? I mean, you know, it just kind of seems to go on forever.
But also,
right?
whenever we talk about God, we kind of indicate like up towards
Yeah.
space. You know.
Yeah. So, all right. Next one is interesting. There's a lot going on here in this picture.
There is a lot going on there.
Okay, so you got like the hawk or whatever that bird
I
is
think
up
that's
in the top
the dove.
left.
Oh, wow.
Holy Spirit.
Is that dove?
I think so, yeah.
It's got that hawk bill though, doesn't it? I mean, that doesn't. I don't know. Yeah, it
Bill,
seems.
it's a beak.
That looked like
A bee. Yeah.
I'll coach you, Dave.
Y'all are arguing over this, and I'm just confused if that's like supposed to be a satellite underneath the bird. What is the thing underneath the bird?
Man,
I think that's just supposed to be like,
is that like a satellite dish?
That's what it looks like, a satellite something or
But,
another.
This is what you'd say. You'd call a busy pitcher.
looks like
Oh, that looks like
Lovecraftian.
no. Look
But-
on the other side, on the right. There's another one of those things, but smaller. It's like a little ball.
Yeah, it's like a.
It looks like a
kid's
something from
toy or
Star Wars.
something. Yeah. Yeah. What is that? I mean, but it's cool though because you got the cross of Jesus.
Yeah.
You've got the eye, which
All
has
the
to,
colors,
has to do with
clouds.
vision and what's that thing inside the halo.
I would honestly be going way too science fiction if I saw this. I would not necessarily. Besides the cross, I would not be thinking God.
Yeah, and inside the eye, like the pupil, is that like Jesus on the cross?
It
or
kind of
something?
looks like
Oh,
it,
no,
doesn't
I think
it?
that's agony in the garden.
Oh, is that right?
It looks, or maybe he fell down
Yeah.
with the cross on him. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but and then okay, so let me go on to another one here, and the next one is this, which is kind of a little weird.
That makes sense.
Up
though.
in the clouds. Is the lion? Obviously, lion is in scripture, but C.S. Lewis, like
Yes,
the lion,
lion,
the witch,
which
and the wardrobe.
Aslan.
Aslan.
However you say it.
Yeah, right. And then the lamb, of course, is another image of Jesus in the Bible. And then finally, here's one that they had for God, which was kind of like the still water and the sunset and the guy praying and all that. But pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would have seen that and been like, oh, God. You know, not using Lord's name in vain. Being like, oh, look, God.
So well, yeah, right. I mean, you'd say like, camping out. Well, you say praying, right? The guy's either praying or doing something. I mean, so which one of those would you say most represents God in your estimation?
The one with the cross, probably.
The eye one?
Yeah, the eye one.
Okay.
Really? That's so funny because I guess with the cross, it's the most obvious representation. But everything else in it is so distracting to me. It makes me think way too science fiction-y, So
That's
I would
true.
say for me, probably the lion, just because.
Lion
But I mean, if you saw that, would you immediately assume, oh, that's God?
Well, I'd fall to my knees in terror if there was a lion cloud coming down.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
Yeah, what do you think? It was like the end of the world or something?
Yeah, I would be like, oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
I
Like,
mean,
Confession.
Exactly.
If I looked
Where's
up
the
in
priest?
the sky and that was up there, man, I would just.
I'd just be like,
Yeah.
man, where's the
is-
priest? I need some last rites here.
Or
Yeah.
like somebody slipped something in your drink or
Right,
something.
right.
That's like weird. Top right one, kind of spacey science.
I mean, the space one, you've seen that like used quite often, like, the heavens and, to be
Yeah.
for the heavens declare the glory
Yeah.
of God or something like
Right,
that,
right. All right, so those are images. They're not names necessarily, but okay. So now I got two things to. This isn't our trivia portion, but this is just kind of leading into the whole teaching on God and names and
Just
all
trying
that.
to get bonus trivia in here.
So,
That's what he's doing.
and I kind of previewed that. I think at least with conversation with you, Sissel, that we're going to talk about this. But the names of God used
Yeah.
like in Scripture or common. Okay, so can you guys think of some of these? I'm gonna pop them up on my screen, but don't advance it yet.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
because maybe
Gotcha.
the folks out there. Who are watching can guess as well. What are some of the names of? Some of them are pretty obvious, and some of them are a little bit.
Yahweh?
All right, so Yahweh is one.
I know
El
Abba
Shaddai.
is one.
Okay, wait.
No, wait. What's the one?
Yeshua.
Why do I not? Gosh, I don't have Yahweh on here. Okay,
You don't have
but-
Yahweh on there.
I know.
What?
No,
Clearly, Yahweh is one.
Adonai, El Shaddai.
Okay, wait. El Shaddai, Adonai, Abba.
Abba.
Good.
That's a good one.
Okay, so Yahweh, you said. Okay, what? Anything else?
Lord.
Oh,
Do we count Lord?
Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, you should, but
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean,
um,
technically, that's right.
yeah, seems like it would
I feel
be.
like there's a bunch of Hebrew ones I can't remember.
Yeah.
Well, what about the one Buddy said?
Yahweh.
He said Yahweh. Okay. Okay, now there's another one that's similar to Yahweh, but not Yahweh.
I think Diane said that one. Yeshua?
Jehovah.
Oh, Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Yeah, Jehovah.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. How about you give up?
How about you give up?
How about Alpha and Omega?
Oh, yeah. Did we
yeah.
say I am already? Or no, we did determine that's not quite.
Well, that's mine. Don't steal it.
You had Elohim, right? And
Elohim.
Elohim. Did you already mark that one or no?
Well, I did not.
Okay, Elohim.
No. So
Elohim.
that's basically all of them. There's a couple of them that are pretty obscure that I've never heard before.
Okay.
El Elyon.
Is that
Yeah.
Spanish?
And then Elkanah, which actually means jealous, because God is described sometimes in Scripture as being jealous, right? So they all have different names and different meanings and all that. So
Buddy got a lot of them, by the way.
Oh, did he?
Got them.
Okay.
Adonai, Abba, Lord.
all right, good job, buddy. Okay, so now the other thing is similes and metaphors
Right.
of God in Scripture. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so what God is compared to something?
Oh no.
And what are those things that God is compared to? Hey, man, that's not a good sign if you guys can't even think of any of them.
So hang
I
on,
know
my
you guys
brain.
are like drawing blanks.
Wait. No. Well.
Wait,
no.
no,
Like a shepherd.
There you go,
Okay.
shepherd. There's one.
I didn't know if. Wait. Go ahead.
He was compared to a lion
A lion,
Yeah.
yeah,
and a lamb.
Okay.
That's Jesus.
Oh, I think
usually
like
more
not
akin-
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, but Jesus is God.
who's God?
Yeah,
But
so
I
does
think
that
I was thinking
count?
more of the Trinity as a whole.
Yeah, right. Okay.
What else is he compared to?
Yeah. So. Yeah. So some of these are going to be like.
I mean, Father.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yes.
Father, but yeah,
King.
we won't. No, it's not on my list, but that doesn't mean it's
No,
Hold on, I
but
gotta
it's-
think about
yeah.
this.
Hold
Well,
on.
I know they're so obvious, and I'm just now when you said it, I'm like,
some of these are kind of maybe associated with Jesus, so don't worry about it. Just let it roll. If it comes to your mind, just say it, because we got 9 more. And
okay, we got to do better than this, Jonathan. Come up with something.
Think of animals in the like crocodile.
God was never compared to a crocodile in Scripture. A crocodile?
Oh, a bush, a burning bush.
A burning bush?
Fire?
Burning bush. What?
Oh, fire.
Oh, wait, are we talking about metaphors or things he actually did appear as? Because if that's the case, there's
Burning bush.
there was like the cloud of the fire,
the cloud. Yeah, you're
Tornado?
right. More of a. There's no mention of tornadoes.
Well,
in
tornado
Scripture.
fire,
it's wind. Wasn't it like a thing of
like a pillar
dirt,
of fire.
pillar of
Well,
fire at
How-
night?
Well, how about if I say them and then you guys can say, oh yeah, of course.
We knew that, of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
For every single one of them.
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. How about the potter?
Never heard
You
that.
you
I
are the
forgot.
clay and I'm the potter.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, is he
sculptor.
the vine?
Is he like
The
sculptor,
vine?
artist?
I am the vine.
The vine.
Oh,
See?
now they come.
Now it's all starting
Yeah.
to come. I just need to kind of trigger the memory, right? Okay. This one, light. God is light.
Oh, Jonathan.
Jonathan, she's blaming
Oh,
you.
why are you blaming me?
Yeah.
I've been saying I'm commiserating in our misery
Yeah, you
together.
needed misery loves company, right?
Yes,
You just wanted
exactly.
somebody else to. I kind of how
The
about
way, the truth.
how about rock?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. So
Heavens to Betsy.
you probably
and crumpets.
should have gotten that one, right?
Probably. By the
Oh,
way, Jonathan, you have a shout out. Hello, John from Gavin.
Kevin, hey.
His channel is called Sir Beefbox. channel.
Yes, sir, beef box.
Wait, Sir Beef Box?
Was that
What?
beef?
What?
Gavin is that?
You got that's got some splaining to do. What I mean,
I honestly have no idea.
he has a YouTube channel called Sir Beef Box.
He does.
What does he do?
I don't. I think he does gaming videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of people do gaming videos, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Interesting.
Gavin, if you want to explain the comments why your name is that.
Sir Beef Box. Okay, and not to be confused with the metaphors for God.
What else did he
How
ever
about
compare it to like the sun
the
or
bread,
anything?
The bread of life. Oh, the sun.
Yeah, I feel like, but
that's
that's light.
light.
Okay.
Yeah, light.
Yeah.
Bread of. Oh yeah, the bread
Okay,
of.
no,
life.
actually, sun is on here.
Oh,
sun is
sweet.
on here. Artist.
I said that already.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
I
got that
totally
one.
just flashed the one of them, so I'll say it and pretend I was
What?
really smart. Judge.
Oh, you saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
You're
answers
you're
were
too
shown.
honest. And
I
then
am too honest.
Mountain. God.
Yeah.
God's compared to a mountain. Okay, so. All right, so those
That
are
was
the
embarrassing.
metaphors. So let's get into the teachings from Aquinas. Okay, so now you're gonna have fun with this because okay, there's one that says whether a name can be given to God. All right.
Whether a name, so like we could give a name to God.
Are we allowed to give a name to God? Okay, because I mean, think about it. The Jews do not say the name of God, right?
Yeah,
they do not.
So
And
they have a dash out in the middle of the word too. I think. They dash out the O.
Did I tell you when I used to work in news, top of the hour news, and we would subscribe to these news services that would send us, copy, and every now and then there would be a reference to God, but it would be spelled like G and then like a symbol and then D. And I asked my news director, I said, well, what's up with that? And he said, well, it's a Jewish writer, and they can't write the name. So they have to, get around it somehow in the copy. Which I thought, I mean, there's a certain level of respect, though, I think. Yeah.
It's a level of reverence. It is interesting. I feel like I've heard on, one of the hit radio stations, you'll hear a song that has like a bad word in it, a word like the D word, right? But they have God in front of it, and it's funny. I've literally heard a song where they blanked out God but left the D word in. And I was like, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
They didn't blank out the whole thing. They only blanked out God.
Which is good.
Right, no, I was very grateful for it. But I was just like, I thought it was funny because you normally wouldn't see that.
But I've also heard songs where, they'll keep like in a reference to God, like using God's name in vain. But if there's another word that's dirty, they'll blank it out. As if, we can handle the God thing,
right, but not the...
But
that's what I thought was so unusual about that one song,
like
is that I heard, I was like, oh, they did blank out God, which, okay, thank you, I guess.
Right. Thank you for doing that. All right, so here it says on the screen, since according to the philosopher Aristotle, now get a load of this, okay? Just let this kind of sink in. Words are signs of ideas. You got that part?
Yep.
And ideas are similitudes of things.
Can we please define similitude?
Thank you for asking that, sister.
Okay, wait. Let's take it slowly.
Oh, I just want to make sure you're caught up, Jonathan. For you.
Thank you.
Okay. I think a similitude would be like an image. So words are signs of ideas. Okay, let me go to the next one, and we're going to put our little friend up there on the top. Go to the next. Do you see the next slide? What popped up there on the left?
Oh, yep.
It's a little piggy. They got pigs in Anna, don't they?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right.
Pigs.
So words are signs of ideas. So if I had said pig before I put that picture up there, the word pig brings something to your mind, right? Pigness. Yeah, there you go. Yes, the essence of a pig, but also a picture in your mind of a pig, right? You would have had a picture, right? So the words are signs of ideas. The idea is the idea. The similitude is the image. The similitude would be more of like putting the actual image of it, because you can think of can you think of a pig without seeing a pig?
I think of the word like written out pig, probably.
Can you look at that word without picturing a pig?
Probably not.
No, you can't.
That's too much effort.
There's too much pigness.
Okay, I'm going to say another word, and you tell me if you honestly don't picture this thing, okay? Mm-hmm. You don't know what I'm going to say yet, okay? Here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Giraffe.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
You saw a giraffe in your head.
I said instantly saw a giraffe. Okay, I was like, no, that didn't work. I totally...
all of a sudden you picture this giraffe in your head,
Brain,
right?
stop working so fast.
Isn't that kind of cool, though?
Yeah.
See, it is evident that words relate to the meaning of things signified through the medium of the intellectual conception. Okay, intellectual conception just means concepts in our mind, right? We have them constantly concepts going through our mind, right, of all these things all the time. Okay, it follows, therefore, that we can give a name to anything in as far as we can understand it. And that's why I put a pig up there, because we can all understand pigs in many ways. We eat. I like pig. I like eating them. And they're pretty cool creatures,
they're
too.
Cute
I mean,
sometimes.
they are. Sometimes
my sister's obsessed. She has a whole pig shelf in her classroom.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So she's like into pigs.
She loves pigs. She thinks they're adorable.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Her kids bring her every year as a teacher. Her presents are usually stuffed pigs.
I always think it's funny. You go to do you guys go to the state fair?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I've never been to the
You've
Texas
never been to the state fair?
Never been to the Texas State
I've
Fair?
been to the Minnesota State Fair, but I've never been to the Texas State Fair.
You drive to Minnesota to get to
My
a fair?
dad's family's from there, so we were visiting one summer, and it happened to be over the state fair, and they took us. And I was like, this is kind of embarrassing that I've been to the Minnesota State Fair and not the Texas one.
Yeah, because
sorry.
No, Texas State Fair, I love it. Some people hate it. It's it's in a little bit of a seedy area, but I just think it's so cool. But the point is that they've got the livestock area, right? Yeah. And every time you go there, they typically have this big pig, like a mama pig.
Oh, it's like the
that
winning
just
competition.
lies there and it never moves. and the
Sounds like the life.
the little pigs, the little pigs will come and nurse or whatever, and it just and it you never anyways. Okay, okay. So now it was shown that in this life we cannot see the essence of God. Okay, so that's the problem. We can't picture God. We can't have a similitude of God because we cannot see God. But we know God from creatures as their principle, and also by way of excellence and remotion. I'm waiting for Sissel to say, what does remotion
I was literally
mean?
about to say, what is remotion?
That's why I paused.
Oh, boy.
No, remotion has to do with remote. Something's remote. You know what remote means,
Yes,
right? Like a
yes.
remote, it means it's far off,
Right, right.
So like the way that we know God is through things that are far from God, but are part of our experience. All right, like the lion, like the rock, like the fire, the sun, right? These are all experiences that we have of things that aren't God, but tell us something about God, right? Okay.
Back to the Father, you learn about St. Thomas Aquinas, God, and the English language.
Yeah, that's right. Double bonus. Okay, in this way, therefore, he can be named by us from creatures, yet not so that the name which signifies him expresses the divine essence in itself. Okay, so none of these names give us the essence of God. Okay, if you say rock or fire or a vine, that's not the essence of God.
It's more of an attribute, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's like something about a vine that's like God. There's something about a rock, right?
Well, this would kind of go back to what Aquinas was saying about being able to learn something about God from each part of creation. Like it's kind of like what you were doing.
Like
Yeah,
everything. Because
exactly.
the vine will represent certain things that you're like, oh, that helps me understand God better.
Yeah,
But it's not necessarily that's God.
Yeah.
Right, but then,
Hey, God,
there's
divine.
something about God. Somebody said one time that if you like melted, so to speak, all of the creatures in the world together and all their various attributes and qualities, you'd have like God. Like
That's almost scary, though.
like that's kind of violent.
Lovecraftian.
In a sense, that's true because everything tells you something about God. So if you take all the different qualities of them, but then you wouldn't still have God because God would be even greater than that.
Because he'd be infinite. So.
Yeah, right. So, okay, let's see. Thus, the name man expresses the essence of man in himself, since it signifies the definition of man by manifesting his essence, for the idea expressed by the name is the definition. Okay. All right, so let me, this next thing is pretty cool as well. All right, so whether names predicated of God or predicated primarily of creatures. This is kind of cool. Okay, all names applied metaphorically to God are applied to creatures primarily rather than to God, because when said of God, they mean only similitudes to creatures. Okay, now listen to this. For as smiling applied to a field, I love how Thomas is kind of poetic here. Smiling applied to a field means only that the field in the beauty of its flowering is like the beauty of the human smile by proportionate likeness. Okay, so go to the next thing here. So here's a field, right?
Hello, field.
Do you see the field?
Yep.
I do not yet, but it's coming.
Sweet field.
And then go to the next one, and do you see a comparison between a field and a smile?
Do not.
Okay.
You gotta be more poetic, Jonathan.
So Thomas here is comparing a field. I thought a guy from Anna would,
Oh, man, I love a good field, but...
It's not so much like, it's not similar, like you look at it and you go like, I like those look so much like. I think it's more like maybe the feelings
I guess
that
you
are
could say that,
enacted
yeah.
from like, so you see an open field. I see an open field and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, I want to run through it. It just gives you this kind of like, oh, look at the beauty in God's creation. And if you see someone genuinely smiling and laughing, you're like,
yeah, it evokes the same sort of happy feeling.
Exactly.
I guess.
So I think, I'm assuming that's what he's going.
And I've never heard of a field described as smiling. Have
Me
you?
neither.
No.
That's
I mean, a field always makes
now
me
I
smile.
feel like
You
let's
could
go
say
write a
that.
song about smiling fields.
Maybe that was a thing in the Middle Ages. People were like,
Did you see that smiling
smiles.
field the other day?
You smile like a wheat field, my dear.
Maybe, Jonathan, you have a girlfriend. Maybe don't use that on. Or do and report back to us on how that goes.
Yeah, experiment.
You smile like a wheat field. Oh, gosh.
I really think we need to write this song, Jonathan. Bring your banjo next week.
Yes, banjo, yeah.
Okay, so the name of lion applied to God means only that God manifests strength in his works, as lion in his. Thus, it is clear that applied to God, the signification of names can be defined only from what is said of creatures. But to other names not applied to God in a metaphorical sense, the same rule would apply if they were spoken of God as the cause only, as some have supposed. For when it is said God is good, it would then only mean God is the cause of the creature's goodness. Because goodness is not a thing, right? I mean, like if I say peacock or squirrel, image, right? But good, there's no image for good, right? You can only think of examples of goodness,
Right.
you know, like a guy helping the poor or something.
Right.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. But good is would be
Like you can't also-
an
you-
intangible. Like what
Even
is
if
it
you said
called?
love, you couldn't necessarily. You might see a heart maybe, but you couldn't necessarily
Yeah.
say like
Yeah, love
that's
in
love.
itself. Or I think it's like, you know, like bravery or honor or something like that. You can't.
So don't those have a name? They're like abstracts. They're abstract.
Sure.
Or
I mean, it's
let's move on, Jace.
I mean, it sounds good to me. We could just decide right here and now. That's what that means.
No, but there's a name for those things. The things that
There's,
don't-
yeah, I remember in philosophy class we were talking about that.
they're ideas, but they're not concrete. There's no physical aspect to it.
Yeah.
Like there's
Isn't that
no similitude. they're they're ideas, right?
Yeah.
Isn't philosophy cool? Okay. No answer.
Sorry, I was looking.
It's like a wheat field, my love.
I think we just scared everyone off.
Did everybody
I just
just
saw a bunch
go?
of notifications. I was looking on social media, and Buddy was just telling me that since I live so close to the Savior, I really needed to go. So
Yeah.
I was in the middle.
Buddy
It was
needs to
fun.
join us in studio sometime.
I would love it if he came
Yeah.
up and joined
Yeah.
us.
Buddy.
Next time you're in Dallas, let us know.
Yeah, Buddy's in Houston, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, all right. Okay, and I bet you. Okay, so all right, so then, thus the term "good" applied to God would included in its meaning the creature's goodness. All right, so yeah, to say God is a lion or God is a rock is different than saying God is good because it doesn't have a physical, tangible quality to it. Okay. All right, so now let's see. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to read this one? Nah, let's move on.
Perfect.
Okay, so now
Skip
we get to, go to the next slide. Do you see it? What is the most proper name of God? Are you there?
I am not. Remember, I'm a few seconds behind over here.
Okay. Tell me when it pops up.
I'm with everyone else
Okay.
watching at home.
Hello, my
Oh.
name is.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
Hey.
All right. You like
Hang
that?
on. False advertisement.
What?
You said that we were going to find out the name, and all I have is hello, my name is blank.
I know. I'm about to explain.
Oh.
No, that's just a graphic to kind of tease it to begin it. But do you think that was the answer? Like that's what's in the
I
sumo?
thought you were going to feel like, psych, there is no problem.
No. Okay.
I was so disappointed. I've been waiting 30 minutes to find this out.
No.
I'm
So,
like,
so okay. No,
okay,
here,
no,
so
we're
here we
good.
go. All right. So the answer is drum roll. Okay. The name, is it up there yet?
Oh.
He who is.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Hey. Go, Jonathan.
All right. So, buddy, sorry, my friend, but
And Sissel. Everyone was just
and
saying.
everybody.
I was
except for
right and y'all were
Jonathan.
wrong.
But,
Just remember.
but Jonathan's reason for it was really good
Because that's what Jesus said.
Because there's only one. Well, God.
God said. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
God said.
Yeah, you need to study the Bible a little bit more. So okay. No, I mean when it's the only time in the Bible when God was directly asked by somebody, "Hey, what's your name?" Right? Mm-hmm. And then the response to that seems like it'd be okay. But here's the explanation for it. It's pretty cool. Okay, it's kind of a little bit long, but bear with me here. The name "He Who is" most properly applied to God for three reasons. First, because of its signification, for it does not signify form, but simply existence itself. Hence, since the existence of God is his essence itself, which can be said of no other, it is clear that among the names, this one specifically denominates God, for everything else is denominated by its form. Okay, so I am is just
Blanket
I am.
term, pretty much, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm everything, right? I am.
Yeah.
Covers all the bases.
Yeah, so I mean, if you went up to somebody and said, "Hey, what's your name?" and they're like, "I am," you'd be like, "Whoa, yeah."
Well, that's it though. Is that I mean, I've met countless like atheists or non-believers, and once I tell them, that God is, he's I am, that changes their entire perspective of what God is. He's
Yeah.
not just like some guy in the clouds. Like he is existence itself. They understand.
Yeah,
It's,
because as soon as you put another word after "I am," it limits it.
exactly.
I am tall. I am smart. I am, whatever. Anything
You're describing me. Thank you.
I am short. Is that
No,
what you
so
said?
think
I am
about that.
tall.
Okay, so you've got I am, which is like infinite, and then as soon as you say I am, 55 years old. Thank you for the sound effect. But now all of a sudden, now you've got this little sliver of creation.
Because you can't be 56 while you're 54.
Right, because you've limited it.
Yeah.
So I am is everything. I met a guy one time at a meeting, and the guy was cut up, and he was like, "Who do people say that I am?" Yeah, he actually asked me that. And I was like, "Dude, you're creeping me out, man." He's like quoting Jesus.
You're like, leave it to Jesus.
Yeah.
Let Jesus answer that one.
All right. So secondly, on account of its universality, for all the other names are either less universal or, if convertible with it, add something about it, at least an idea. Hence, in a certain way, they inform and determine it. Now, our intellect cannot know the essence of God in itself in this life, as it is in itself, but whatever mode it applies in determining what it understands about God, it falls short of the mode of what God is himself. Therefore, the less determinate the names are, and the more universal and absolute they are, the more properly they are applied to God. Damascene said, "He who is the principle of all names applied to God. For comprehending all in itself, it contains existence itself as an infinite and indeterminate sea of substance." Isn't that cool? An infinite and indeterminate sea of substance. Now, by any other name, some mode of substance is determined, whereas the name He who is determines no mode of being, but is indeterminate to all, and therefore it denominates the infinite ocean of substance. There, he said it again. He must have liked that.
He's like, that's a good line.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to use it again.
Use again.
Yeah, let's say it again. Okay, also from consignification, for it signifies present existence, and this, above all, properly applies to God, whose existence knows no past or future.
So when he's talking about the universality of it, is that like every language can have a I am in it? Is that roughly what he's kind of getting at?
I think he's saying like it's not I was or I will be, but it's I am is like now.
Present.
Present.
The ever. And there's other names of God like Elohim and stuff like that. That would be that's very Hebrew. It's very not.
Yeah.
Whereas I am can be.
It's just it's existence. It's just I'm existence. So pretty cool, huh?
Interesting.
All right. So that brings us to an end of today's lesson. Okay. So I think we
should
all
have like a sound effect at the end of the lesson.
Look at this! I got a graphic.
A goodbye. Ta-ta for now.
Look at the graphic here. This next one.
Oh,
See it? Okay, so we're moving into trivia.
This has got This has got a delayed reaction over here.
Be
She's
creative.
Oh, it's now that time in the show
like
where we give
a little juke fake there.
James too much to think about, and he gives it right back.
All right, so be creative and have fun.
Well, we're so sorry.
Gonna do those things.
We'll do that. Who's going first today?
Let's see. Now, I have built mine up pretty...
He has. Well, this is Dave every single week. Just for reference, Dave going around the office, you're really going to like my trivia this
every
week.
time I walk by, it's a doozy.
And then Jonathan and I are like, trivia's a thing.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, so anyways,
all right.
Let's see. You want to go first, Sissel?
Why not? All right.
Okay.
So going on the theme of names and words, right?
Okay.
I decided it would be kind of interesting to test our knowledge of how many times certain names of Jesus and God were used in the Bible. Now, the Bible has been translated many, many times, and there's many different versions of it. So to simplify it, I'm using, based on my internet research, I'm using the King James version because that seems the most accurate for numbers of actual times it was said in that particular version. Just as an FYI. Okay. I'm not endorsing any version over the other. I'm just saying this is the one that I'm going off of. So if you get it within like a few, I'm going to be like, it's okay.
All right.
I'm also going to, I have 5. There's 5 different names. And I'm going to say all the names first. And I want you to figure out which one you think was used the most in the Bible first off.
Okay.
We'll start with that, okay?
Okay.
I'm not quite. So I'm going to say 5 different ways we can call God or Jesus.
Is this the first of 5 questions? Is this all?
So it's kind of like the first of 6 questions.
I'm confused.
Dave is confused. I'm just going to list out some things.
I'm just going to kind of play along.
Sounds great. I'm going to list out words, and you're going to tell me which one you think is said in the Bible more.
Okay.
Or the most out of all.
One of these 5 is the right answer. Okay.
Yes. So it is Messiah, Lord, Father, Jesus, or God.
Lord.
Okay. Lord, Messiah, Jesus, Father, or God.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
which of those is used the most?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as in occurrences. I'm going to say, God.
You're going to say God, Lord, and God. All right. Jonathan is right.
No!
It's Lord.
Okay. Yeah.
And now we're going to
Is
guess
it too
how.
late to change my answer?
No, yes, very, very. And now, John, I would like to. How many times, roughly, do you think between both the Old and New Testament do you think it was said?
Which one? Oh, okay.
Lord.
Oh, so we're doing each one of these.
Yes.
Okay. So, Jonathan, you go first this time.
Okay. Oh gosh, hold on.
See if anyone else playing along.
Yeah.
And Victor got Lord right, by the way.
Oh,
did
awesome.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'd say 1,000.
You're going 1,000. Okay.
1,000.
All right.
My goodness. 1,000? Man, that seems, I don't know. That seems.
What do you think? Is it too low or too high?
I think it's too
Well,
high.
no,
too
wait,
high.
no,
No, you can't change your answer. Okay, I'm going to go.
No, you're right. It's more like
Yeah,
500.
that seems high.
I'll stay with 1,000. I
That
guess.
seems high. But I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to go 650.
Okay, so again, note that this is going from the internet. I didn't fact check it by going through the Bible and
You
finding
got so many
It's-
qualifiers here. I'm losing confidence in your
saying-
system.
According to this website that I found, that was like literally a graph of like words in the Bible, Lord was said across both the Old and New Testament 7,946 times.
So I was closer though.
Oh,
Well, you think
wow.
about how many
Oh, yeah,
words.
of course.
Well, if
yeah.
you think about how many words are in the Bible, though,
Yeah.
Yes, I was trying to think.
So my 650 is
it was a little low.
a little low. Okay.
So I
okay.
guess no one really. I guess Jonathan technically got closer.
I was close.
He was
So
closer by
Jonathan has
6,000.
pulled ahead
All right.
2-0.
So between Messiah, Father, Jesus, and God, what do we think is the second most used? Said.
Messiah's Father, Jesus, God.
I'd say God.
Messiah, Father, Jesus, God. I'm going to say God also.
You're both correct.
Okay. All right.
Now, roughly how
See,
many?
you did beat me that one.
Yeah.
Now, roughly how? Now that you have a more of a scale
Yeah,
here,
right,
how many
scale.
times do you think God is used
Okay,
in the
so
Bible?
obviously it's less than the 7,000.
So I don't know if I want to give you my thought process.
Yeah, I'll guess first. I'm going to say 5,000.
6,000.
Ooh, just by a little bit. Dave is winning this one because it's 4,400 some odd.
Well, I was thinking because
wow.
they usually always say Lord God when they say God.
Oh,
So I figured that Lord and God are going to be close to the same.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're not
Okay.
too. They're like, yeah, it's about half.
So 2
Roughly.
to 1 is the score if you're counting at home, and also one tie.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
Now between Father, Jesus, and Messiah.
Father, Jesus, and Messiah. Now Jesus clearly would only be New Testament. And Father would be both.
But he's also the main character
Well,
in the New
did
Testament.
they call him Father before there was a son, though? Like,
According to this thing, it's saying yes, it was. He was.
Was God referred to as Father?
According to this, it's saying in the Old Testament he was referred to
I'm
as
gonna go with
Father.
Father.
Okay, Father, Jesus, and Messiah. Okay, I'm going to say Messiah.
You're saying Messiah? Okay, it is Father.
Oh,
Yeah.
Father.
Because I was thinking
And-
because Jesus would only really be in the New Testament and Messiah would probably only really be used in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
But
No,
Father
but
was-
they in the New Testament, didn't they say he is the Messiah?
Yeah, but only a
And-
few times. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
right. Okay. Hey, but those few.
So how many do you think? How many do you think times across both the Old and New Testament?
Last one was 4,600.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going below that.
But so how many times Father was used?
Okay. Okay, Father. I'm gonna say 3,000. No, wait. Yeah.
Wait, so what was the other number?
It was like 4,400
4,400,
roughly.
okay.
Roughly.
Okay.
It still seems high, like 3,000.
I know. I'm honestly questioning some of this, but
Let's see. I'm gonna go.
Are you just wasting our time, Sissel?
possibly. I don't know.
Wait, so Dave, you said-
No, Dave. I'm just encouraging everyone to go home and open up their Bibles and find out for themselves.
Okay.
Wait, so Dave, you said.
And
what?
by the way, Victor's
How
really
many?
guessing away
He's
here.
guessing what he's like. He guessed also lower on the first one.
He said,
Wow.
Okay. I'm laughing with you, Victor, not at
because
you.
everyone else also did really bad.
Yeah.
Just
Don't go in the hundreds.
He was pretty close on the on how many times God was used in the Bible. though.
Okay.
He got 3,000,
All
so
right.
he
All
was
right.
decently close.
Throwing him a bone.
I am.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna say 2,500.
2,500. Okay, Dave.
I already said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
3,000, right?
It's this time it's going to go to Jonathan because it's 979.
Man, oh wow.
We
now
dropped
we're in the
down.
hundreds.
We
Oh,
dropped
wow.
down
Dropped
quite
down
a bit.
Considerably,
All
yeah.
right.
yeah.
Now between
Okay.
Jesus and Messiah.
Jesus, Messiah.
Messiah all the way.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, there you go. Take that.
And
Von Weber
okay,
Hausberg.
so in the New Testament only, how many times do you think the word Jesus was said?
let's see, 460.
700.
700 and 450. All right.
460.
It's going to go 460. Sorry. Go to Jonathan again. It says 983.
Yeah.
Man, I'm taking a whip
And
in here.
Messiah is, I've gotten a couple different when I've been looking at it, but it's under 100 times that Messiah is used in the Bible.
Oh,
it's somewhere,
okay.
I think, closer to like 50 or 60 times. It's not that often that it was actually used. So,
Okay.
voila, there you go.
yeah, well,
and if
good.
anyone wants
Well
to fact check
done.
me,
Well done.
go read the Bible this next week.
There you go. Just read the entire thing.
And count how many times.
And-
little, like the little check marks.
Yeah,
every
exactly.
5,
Just
you
be
know,
like,
yeah.
do a tally.
Yeah.
And then come back next week and you can A, prove me wrong, and B, you'll be very well educated in your faith.
And you'll win a water bottle. One of these.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Von Weber Hansberg,
Okay.
you're up next.
All right. So I'm sticking on the real theme because it's the month of May, which is the month of Mary. So you guys really should have
Oh, wow.
really should have done
Jonathan
this.
goes away for a week
So,
and
yeah,
comes back
that's-
and is all like,
So, okay, all right.
All right. So all of you know Our Lady of Guadalupe, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I had
But
a mystical
how
experience
well-
with her one time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you about that sometime. But not now. So,
But not now. I think you were fearing I was going to roll into a story. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to steal your thunder.
okay, my trivia thunder. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3. All right, there are 9. Okay, I'm gonna think of the best way to describe. I never prepared this very well. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
it's
there,
okay.
there are 9 symbolisms in Our Lady of Guadalupe,
Okay.
and there is a picture back there which you can cheat and use if you would like.
Symbols of like things that are actually in the image.
Yeah, that are important symbolisms that are often
Okay.
referred to.
are you just going to choose one of us to start going? Or do
Yeah,
we just
and you have to name them, and whoever gets the
Okay.
most before.
Or how
they-
we go back and forth?
Just kind of go. Just rattle them off first, or go back and forth.
Go back and forth.
Okay.
And then if you know what it is, you have to describe, what it symbolizes.
Oh gosh,
If
you make
you
it
can.
hard.
Oh, that's true.
Can we just say what it is?
Yeah, just say what it is. All right,
Okay.
go,
Sister,
Dave.
do you want? Okay.
Okay, well-
Moon.
Moon.
Wow.
Yes.
Stars.
Yes.
Angel.
Yes.
Her, like, what is it, belt that represents fertility?
Yeah.
The sun.
Yes. This is too easy.
The spikes.
Yeah.
the rays. The sun rays.
Yeah.
Spikes. Wow, those spikes.
There's nothing though.
How about the cloak or the mantle?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. There's one more.
The flowers on the dress is not also part
Oh
of
my gosh.
Do we get them all?
Did.
Well, to be fair, the
Man.
picture's behind me, so it's pretty easy for us now. But was that the only question you had?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Tune in next week for another picture of Mary.
I actually thought that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
It built up my confidence.
I think next-
There you
Sissel's
go.
totally drained my confidence.
Yeah, I think I thought you were gonna do like multiple Marian apparitions, so I
Yeah.
was like, I got Our Lady Guadalupe, but the other ones I'm gonna struggle with more. I also did to go visit the shrine last
Oh,
year,
yeah.
so I did.
That's true. You got it.
Okay, so Victor, by the way, said the cross in her neck. She's with child, the cincture, praying hands, color of the angel's wings.
Oh yeah, that one is an interesting one. The color of the angel's wings has gone back and forth.
Oh, yeah, I've
on
heard
what
about that,
happened.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I used to think they were horns. Like, no, I'm sorry. The
moon?
The moon looked like horns. Yeah, yeah.
Well, there were
Interesting.
some things, but maybe I should bring those back because go back to it. There's something specific that the moon represents. Do y'all know what that is?
The moon represents
From what I could be wrong. I've only heard this.
nighttime.
So, nighttime?
wow.
No, her standing over the black moon.
Was it something that the Aztecs worshipped or something?
Yeah, it had
but-
something to do with
Yeah.
Do you
So she's
know?
like standing on it, so she's showing she's over.
Fertility or
No, it's just that I think the Aztecs worshipped the moon god, and that was like the
Oh.
highest god. So it's like her standing over it.
Why would they name the moon the highest god? Like that more than the sun or something?
Maybe it's the nice one that doesn't
But,
Maybe
burn
because it's
you.
more obviously shining in the darkness than the sun.
That's
Stands out more.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Oh, boy.
I took a whole different angle on this, and this is something that I think you guys hopefully will enjoy. And it is the most popular names for boys and girls in America for 2021.
Oh,
Top
boy.
10 of each.
How is this Catholic trivia?
Oh, this is just name trivia.
Wait, are we just going to start doing
No, because a lot of these have Christian references.
Okay, well, that's
okay.
He's found a
So-
very good little loophole there.
So we can determine which of these out of 20.
In 1998, it was Emily for a female name.
Because we got 10 boys, 10 girls, and then afterwards, for some additional fun, we can see how many of them have Christian roots.
Okay.
And that might say something about. Yeah,
Society.
you're
Okay.
right. I'm totally stretching. Okay.
That's okay. That's fine. We'll,
All right,
we'll,
so,
we'll allow it.
You can
Yeah.
go either boy or girl, but Sissel, you go first, and see if
I gotta.
you.
In 2021, is just top 10 names. Is it for top 10 guys and top 10 girls?
I
So
got
20
boy-
names total.
Yeah, 20 names
Okay,
total.
I feel like John's still got to be pretty prevalent, right? John?
Is that a guess?
Yeah, it's a
Eventually,
guess.
or is
Yeah.
that a question?
Or, I mean, are we going back and forth or are we just yelling things out?
No, you're going back and forth.
Oh,
So
well-
your first guess is John.
Maybe on second thought it's not. Hold on a second.
Well, I was gonna say John because
Oh, well, I'll say John just to get thrown out.
Okay, that is not one of the top 10.
Wow,
Oh,
we're out of
wow.
it. That's been
Yeah.
top 10 for I feel like a long time.
You would have thought.
yeah.
forever.
But then again, we have
so-
some interesting parents nowadays.
So,
That's
so we
true.
got 20 of these, and you guys both missed it the first
Well-
shot. So this may take a while. Okay.
So Victor's wanting to
Yeah, yeah,
clarify.
yeah,
Are you talking
yeah.
about in the United States
Yeah, this
or
is
all of
the-
America?
Okay. It looks like Victor's naming the Beatles almost.
Yeah.
John, yeah.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Ringo.
Okay, so no, this is I believe this is America. Yeah.
Okay, America.
The United
so,
States.
Okay,
Or-
Jonathan, go ahead. You guys are gonna have to pick up this pace.
I'd
here
say
a little
Chase.
Bit. Chase.
Chase, not Jace.
Not Jace.
Chase.
Chase. No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Noah.
Noah, yes, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Sissel gets number 2.
And Noah obviously
I've
has
not met
biblical
many
roots.
Noahs.
And by the way, for the haters who said this had no reference to our faith,
Noah's Ark.
Noah, I think was a figure in the Bible.
Wow.
Okay, just
All right.
Just
He
saying.
wants to cover his bases.
Yeah.
Think about
Okay, so wait,
Who's
It's his
Jonathan,
turn.
you're
Your
up.
turn, yeah.
I
I haven't even thought about girls' names at all. Sorry.
don't even know any girls.
Do you have sisters? Don't you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, do they have names?
Oh yeah, but it's like not a very common one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, think of like friends' names. I mean,
True. Rachel.
Rachel. That's a good guess, but no.
I'm trying to think of
Boy.
Emily. Is it still popular?
Emily. I'm surprised, but no.
Well, it was really popular
Diane.
in my. There you go, Diane. Go for it.
Diane. No, Diane's not that.
Can we just start shouting out
there aren't
names?
many kids. Yeah, you can go ahead and just start shouting.
Kate.
No.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna do that then.
Well, you guys are.
Catherine.
Well, hold on a second.
No.
We're thinking here. I'm trying to
Rebecca.
is Michael
No.
still Michael?
No.
Nolan.
What?
Nolan.
Nolan? No. Let me see if any of the.
David.
Okay, so Victor
David.
said okay. David, no.
I'm trying to think here because I keep thinking of really classic names
So
that
you
I think
got,
would live
just
on.
in case you're counting at home, you guys have 1 out of 20.
Oh boy.
You guys
Hold
have
on,
gotten one
hold on.
name
The
out of
millennials
20.
name their kids weird things. It's hard to.
I mean, but we're in like different circles because most of our friends are naming them like really
Yes,
Catholic
I have
names.
like. Do you know how many kids I know named Maximilian? Like
I know.
Polycarp.
Okay, well let me see how many of them.
Okay, hold on a
Cody.
second.
Cody.
Cody. Yeah.
Cody.
Zach.
No, and no.
Well, okay, Connor.
No. And you got it. I think in some ways.
Isaac.
No.
Daniel.
No.
Dennis.
Dennis. How many?
Dennis the Menace.
How many kids are named Dennis?
Liam.
Number 1.
What?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I knew it. I knew it was
Number
somewhere in my
1,
brain.
Liam, which is an Irish name.
Irish.
I bet you it means something Christian.
Riley. For either one.
Is Liam like it translates in English something like
I have no idea.
yeah?
That's
you
a
know,
great
like,
question.
you know, like
No idea.
Seamus.
Let's see if anyone has any.
Yeah.
means
William.
James. No.
Justin.
Riley.
Patrick.
Riley.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, okay.
Riley?
I'm just-
No?
Taylor, Michelle, Rebecca, Dorothy. Those are all from people online, by the way. I'm helping.
Taylor, Michelle.
And by the way,
No,
Liam,
no.
your mom guessed Liam before I saw it. I didn't see
Oh,
it.
really? Okay.
Janice.
Joseph.
Janice.
Joseph.
Joseph. No.
Richard.
Jason.
No.
Andrew.
No.
Pete.
You guys haven't got one girl,
I know.
and you've only got. You got
Felicity.
Two. That's a good
Perpetua. Lucy.
You enjoy
Lucy.
Lucy. Lucy.
Gloria.
Alex.
No.
Lily.
No.
Lily.
Wait.
Lily.
No.
Really? I've known like 3 Lilies that were born in the last few years. Seriously.
Sorry.
Mary.
No.
Sarah.
Maria. Marie.
Joanne.
No.
We're not doing well.
Patrick.
No.
Elizabeth.
Oh,
No.
how many other names are there?
Kara.
Tara?
Kara, whatever.
Kara,
Ina,
Para.
Anna.
No.
Melissa.
Melody.
No.
Libby.
No.
Libby.
No.
Zoe.
No.
Sydney.
No. Go. Good guesses. Okay, this is so funny. I mean,
well,
Dayton.
I'm
to
having
be fair, I feel like if you had to guess
Oh
this,
wait,
you
wait.
would be
Okay,
different.
okay. My mom is.
Is she on a roll?
Okay, she said Emma. Okay,
Oh,
so
Emma.
Okay, my
So
mom.
Emma's on the list, but not Emily.
Emily is not on the list. Emma's number
Jack.
2.
Jack.
Number 2.
Jack is a good one.
You would have thought that.
But John
You would've
John
thought
and
that.
Jack are considered the
yeah,
same, though.
Yeah, no. So okay. So my
Wait,
mom.
so no.
You realize
Your mom is the one who's got the most points right now.
She's winning.
Congratulations,
She has,
Daddy.
she has the sheet at home.
Yeah. And
How many more biblical names are there? Out of curiosity, biblical
let me see.
or Catholic names, I should say.
Abraham.
Teresa,
one biblical name. One of the apostles is on here.
Thomas.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John,
Jackson.
And one Old Testament prophet is here.
Joshua,
Nicholas.
Gideon. No,
Now that actually is a good guess. Okay.
Gideon, really?
Do you want me
Okay.
to just go ahead and give them to you?
Oh, you're loud. I feel like a
Wait,
failure.
wait.
Give us a minute. Let's
Okay,
guess at
Buddy
least
said
two.
Jennifer.
Henry.
Mary is
Magdalene. That's a good one. I like that.
Magdalene.
Well, it was a guess from Buddy. I thought it was
Isn't
fun.
that-
a
isn't
fun
that-
name though. It's a good name.
Okay.
James. Did we say James?
James.
I feel
There
like
you
we
go.
said James a while ago.
I don't think so. Okay,
George.
so
George.
Jonathan.
Oh,
So
George is
Jonathan has 1. My mom has 2, and Sissel has 1.
How about George? You do George.
George,
Martin.
No.
Martin?
No.
Hello.
I'm just trying to think of children.
You haven't gotten the number 1 girl's name, by the way.
Sarah?
Okay, so Buddy said Taylor, Michelle, Rebecca, Dorothy.
Yeah.
No.
Donna.
Jason, Joseph, John, Emma.
Riley?
Riley.
All right,
Oh,
we're
okay.
sure.
Oh, my mom got Oliver.
Really?
Okay, that's
Oliver.
number 3.
Oh my goodness.
So
We're
my,
doing
Philip.
my mom is killing it. Yeah,
Roxanne.
Oliver is Roxanne.
Sam.
No, Oliver's number 3. Okay, so you guys got the top 3 boys.
You heard my what was my guess for the girl's name that I said just a moment ago?
Riley.
Riley, yeah.
Okay, is it time for me to?
Yes.
You got
Yeah.
4.
We're
This has defeated you guys, hasn't
It
it?
has.
He's broken
I
us.
thought this would be a lot of fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I know it is fun, but I just like, why can't we? The problem is that I keep thinking of more classic names, probably from
Exactly.
like when I was born.
Yeah.
What were popular? My friends'
See,
names.
but you guys might be naming children.
Abigail.
No.
Oh, Abby's a good one, I guess.
No. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay. So
Number 1 girls. What is the number 1 girls?
Okay, the number 1 for girls is Olivia.
Oh, I should have thought of that. I do know several little girls named
I've
Olivia.
never met
Yeah.
a girl named Olivia in my entire life.
Really?
Well,
I know like
no.
5 people named Olivia.
Yeah. But any of them newborns?
One's like 3 years old.
Okay.
So
Number
no.
2 was Emma. You got that. Number 3 for girls, Amelia,
Okay.
Ava,
I've heard Ava.
Sophia, Charlotte,
Oh, sure. I should have known that one too. That one's been very popular.
Isabella,
Not Isabel.
Mia. Now you'll notice those 2
There's a lot
are kind of Hispanic.
Yeah.
Luna.
Luna.
That's
Okay.
kind of weird.
Sola.
Harper.
Oh yeah, Harper's another
Harper.
popular one.
Okay, so those are the top 10 for girls.
Man.
Now, boys, you got Liam, you got Noah, you got Oliver, Elijah, Lucas, Levi,
Levi.
Mason,
Levi also biblical.
Asher, James, and Ethan.
Wait, we definitely said James.
Yeah,
No,
I
I-
feel
you
like-
weren't-
no,
okay,
no,
good,
you got it,
okay.
you got it. I got Jonathan next.
Oh my
I feel like-
goodness gracious!
I feel like the top 10 boys' names should be like Jonathan.
Do you feel like you're like walking out of a test that you failed?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Goodness, that's really
I
annoying.
thought that would be so much fun. Now you
No,
guys
it is.
are gonna
I
be
mean,
like,
but now, and it's also really annoying because I have a friend who's obsessed with names, and she like always is sending me lists of top names. So I'm annoyed that I didn't remember more.
Yeah.
Why is she sending you a list of
And-
top
I don't know. She's very
and I
obsessed.
just want to say, hey, for the haters out there, I think that
You're pointing at me?
Yes, because you said it. That very much applied to the topic. Okay, because I mean, first of all, some of them reminded us of Old Testament prophets and
Okay,
apostles. and
that's
all
fair,
that,
I guess.
All right. So,
So I'm
but-
pretty sure the winner of that game was Dottie.
Yeah. See, brilliance runs in my family.
Buddy says thank you. It was very fun.
All right. See, there you go. Then.
There you go.
All right. So, any suggestions for topics next week?
So you want us to suggest?
Well, you don't have to say it now.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I wonder, anybody out there in social media land, if you have a topic that you'd like to talk about. By the way, you can email. Don't we have a special email for the show, or do we not?
We don't, but we probably could get one set up.
Okay. Well, you can just say Dave Palmer at GRNonline.com. Okay. I should get a Jace Palmer at GRNonline.com.
Just in case anyone misspells your name and sends,
No, Jace Palmer next door at GRNonline.com.
Jace next door.
Jace next door. There you go.
Jace works next door. Palmer at GRNonline.com. All right. Well, hey, Jonathan, good to see you. Glad you're
Yeah,
here.
it's good to be back.
Diane, always good to have you. And thank you for taking all those calls. And so.
I like how you just roasted us.
Yeah. So, Sissel, always a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next week. God bless you. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for joining us for Back to the Father. And don't forget, the glory of God is the human person fully alive. If you have comments about the show, email Dave Palmer at grnonline.com.